guys, welcome back to Little Mitch Stitches. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to chat crochet. The past couple of years in May, Kristy Glass has hosted Crochet in May on her YouTube channel, and I have used that to try to encourage myself to work on more of my crochet projects. So I'm going to bring that here too. I have been doing a lot more crochet since the knit-a-thon. My hands really needed a break from knitting the projects that I was knitting, which were the chirp socks with cables and the affinity cardigan, which also has cables. So I looked to my comfort projects of crochet. I was working on them and it led me to this. So all of this month, I'm going to focus on my crochet projects, big and small, fast and long term. I encourage you to join me in crocheting too, because I think crochet is not treated as kindly as knitting sometimes. And I see a lot of people working on granny stripe blankets all the time, but I think we can do more. The projects I've been working on recently have been, as you guys have seen, little bunnies and crochet hearts that are little lavender sachets. And then I'm also working on right now, my thinking project is what will be a unicorn for Jax. Hopefully he doesn't hear. Just a little crochet amigurumi unicorn. And my not thinking project that I've been working on the most, because it's just been nice and relaxing on my hands, is this giant granny square blanket that I've been working on for quite a while. So this has been a sort of scrappy, sort of not project. I am using leftovers and scraps as long as they kind of match my color scheme. But I did take about 6 or so full skeins of yarn that I've just had in my stash. And I said, forget it, let's just use them up. I'm never gonna get to knitting all these socks. So I threw them in the blanket. I divided them up. I was weighing out increments using a random number generator to determine how much to make each little ball, and then I would just rush and join them together and make one big skein, which my skein currently is not very big. I have 2 colors left, and then I have to make another ball, and then I can just keep going and going. I don't have to stop and join things, but it's getting pretty big now, and I can't wait to be able to use it on my bed. But for now, I crochet on it in the mornings, and Jax cuddles underneath it with me while I'm working on it. So that's pretty fun. And now for the projects that I should be working on. First is this cardigan. I think I made this when Jax was 1. When Jax was 1, he's now 4. We were sock monkeys for Halloween, and I have crocheted his Halloween costume every year so far. Yeah, I didn't finish mine in time. I was literally walking around trick-or-treating with a ball of yarn hanging from my sweater. It is pretty much done now. And this is the point where I get to with all of my projects. It's pretty much done, and then I abandon it and move on. It needs a couple of ends woven in. Stitch markers are marking where buttons need to go. And it might need like a couple of details. I think it's supposed to have ears, maybe a tail. I probably won't give myself the tail, but this sweater is pretty much done. Like, I just need to finish it. So I'm leaving it here on my work table. The second project that I should work on is the big one. The one that I have put off working on for a very long time. 2 summers ago, I actually took it out and cleaned it because that hadn't been done. What I'm talking about is my wedding dress. So my wedding dress, I did crochet it. This is the top of it. I'm not gonna take out the whole thing. It's the straps fall down. It's got Swarovskis at the top, but I have some decisions to make. Like I said, I cleaned it 2 summers ago. It's been sitting in a bag ever since. The issues that I have with the dress at this point is that I used a ton of beautiful beads, but some of them have tarnished, I guess. They're now dark. So you get spots in the dress where you just see this like dark gray area. Doesn't show up on the camera as much, which is comforting, but you could see, here's one, just one circle. Why does this one not have it? Oh, this one doesn't have beads. Why does this one not have it though? Or this one, or any of the other ones around it, just certain ones tarnished. And so I don't know why some of these spots are tarnished. You can see they stand out pretty bad. I don't know. I might need to replace them. I just don't like how it looks, and I want to save my dress because I mean we worked pretty hard on it, and I want to have it framed. But first I needed to clean it, which took me about 3 years to do. And now I need to do the repairs on it, which it's been sitting waiting for that for 2 years. And then the bottom. So the bottom is the real issue. It doesn't look so bad now after I cleaned it, but the bottom is pretty grungy. It's dirty. It was stepped on and dragged across the floor and dragged across the ground. And there are spots where the yarn is matted and ripped. And I mean, this happens with anyone that has a long wedding dress. It's just bound to happen. I can't tell you how many times my heel got stuck in my dress. Let's see if I can get this up close. So it's just a hot mess. The bottom border really needs to come off. It needs to be replaced. These repairs need to be made, and it's not been a priority for me because I wore the dress. I'm not wearing it again. It could just sit in its garment bag like most people's dresses do for years and years. But I really do want to get it framed and have it be beautiful in the frame because this is like my magnum opus project. So I don't think anything I do will ever be as big. On top of that, I have 2 Ziploc bags of more pieces that I can use in the repairs, but also I was thinking of making a wrap with them, doing the same technique that I did on my dress and just turning it into a wrap so that I can use it as an accessory that I can wear every day and remind me of my amazing wedding and my amazing dress. I just thought I got to do something with all these doilies because they're just sitting here taking up room. I've got more yarn and I've got more beads, so I've got to do something with all the stuff I got to get out of my house. I feel guilty leaving it here, and it's beautiful yarn, so we got to do something with it. Some of the other projects that I am thinking of trying out are face scrubbies. I'm looking for something that would be good for taking off my eye makeup. Right now I use these disposable cloths. I don't really want to be using those. I'd like to be a little more environmentally friendly. I've tried making them in the past, but I didn't love the ones that I had made. So I might try something a little different this time. I'm not sure that one's going to work out for me. A project that I am looking forward to starting and trying that I've never done before is crochet socks. Now, I love knitting socks, and I don't know that crochet socks would be the best in shoes, but they could be great in probably my rain boots or just around the house. I wear slippers around the house, so crochet socks could probably do a similar job. I've never tried them. I am not going to try them until I get through some of my other projects that I talked about before that should probably be addressed first. Another project that I am thinking of trying out is a rainbow wall hanging. Kalisha from the Quirky Monday podcast had made one where she crocheted like a rainbow, and then at the bottom, so it made a circle. So the arch of the rainbow, and then at the bottom, there was a cloud. I want to make this wall hanging for Jax and Benji's room. Jax loves rainbows and telling you the colors of the rainbow, and Benji is my rainbow baby, so it would just be appropriate. The last thing that I would like to try, might have to prioritize it over those other things I want to try, is I want to crochet a market bag with this. It's VHS tape. I know, it's kind of crazy, but I remember seeing at Voguing Live in New York City years ago, someone had crocheted with cassette tape. And I've seen this, I've done plarn before, but I was getting rid of all my old VHS tapes and I was like, ooh, I'm not good at throwing things out if I can find a use for them. So I took all the tape out. This one must have been a movie because it's very full. I have some that are like exercise tapes that only have like a millimeter of tape thickness on there. So I might try to make some market bags out of that, and I have a lot of it. But my goal is that if I don't make those market bags this May, this bag of tape needs to get out. So my goal is really to get through that dress and through this tape and get some market bags out of it, which could be good because in New York, I think all of the state now, we don't have plastic bags anymore. So I hope all of you are going to pick up your crochet hooks and get crocheting with me and crochet in May. And I really hope Kristy Glass is doing hers too, because I always find that very interesting. Thanks for joining me. If you are going to crochet something this month, tell me down in the comments. I would love to hear about it. I could use some more inspiration too. And I will see you next time. Bye. I probably shouldn't have coffee near these projects. I just got my dress caught. It's all good. Another project that I might knit. Oh, no. And I would like to try something like... There are clouds up in the sky.
But what cloud are you talking?
I want to crochet a cloud.
But it isn't with the clouds of the sky.
Do you want me to crochet a rainbow and a cloud for your room?
Of course.
Okay. I will see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Wait, don't say bye to me.
I'm not saying bye to you. I'm saying bye to the camera.